and just relax. Try to relax. Can you relax at 1 second notice? Can you? That's true, you can't. When you cannot relax, you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your mental projection. You think you are always right, your beliefs are right, your information is correct. You think you know everything, etc., etc., etc. You are inverted, born, psychosomatic, stupid. That is your psychology. If you come to me as a PhD of psychology and I'm supposed to analyze you, I'll analyze you as 3/4 insane. If I say you are insane, 120% is absolutely accurate. You may be driving a Rolls-Royce, the best car in the world. If your handbrakes are not workable, your foot brake is not workable, your clutch is stuck, and your accelerator is not under your control, why you are driving the car? I'm asking you a question, why you are living? Have you ever thought of it? If you are not you, and your control is not yours, then what are you living for? And who are you living for? Have you asked that question? Ever? If you have a negative thought, you can't stop it. If you have a positive thought, you can't stop it. If you have a good thought, you can extend it, you can stop it. You can't change your gear. It means transmission is not under your control. Brakes are not in your control. Transmission is not in your control. Gas you do not know. Your batteries are flipping, flopping. What this life has become as? You talk of therapies, you talk of 2 million things available to us, you talk 200,000 things we can talk about, you say million things. I agree with you. I agree with you as a rational being, I agree with you in anything. But the question is, if I'm teaching you something which you should learn. That basically you are not you to yourself. And I don't care which religion you talk about, I don't care what makeup you have, I don't care what clothes you wear, I don't care who the hell are you, I don't care how wonderful you are, or you are His holiness, or you are no-ness. But the fact is a very simple question. You should ask certain questions. And ask these questions to yourself. I'm just invoking those questions. I got up this morning, I just said, how many things yesterday I wanted to do, I couldn't do, and how many things I should have done, I have not done. And I enlisted myself, and then I invoked my energy, and I completed yesterday's work. And one phone call, I never wanted to make it. Absolutely. I did 3 times like this because it was ridiculous. But it was a duty. It was not a duty of a man, it was not a duty of a man-god, it was not a God's man duty, it was just a duty because I'm on the planet Earth and this person is the worst of the rotten of the worst. But still because he called, I had to call. It was absolute duty of my status as Sri Singh Sahib. I had to call. Human has to live to a status of a human. And you have not human status realized for you. You do not know what it is, you don't know what we are talking about, and you don't know what it can be. You are beautiful, you are sexy, you are emotional, you are far out, you are free. You can't talk 200 things. Where is sale talk? You're selling yourself cheap. And you know how cheap you are, you cannot get pay for 1 breath of life extra when switch goes off. That's how important it is. I don't know who you want to make sense. You want to convince me, or you want to convince whole LA, or you want to convince United States of America you are great. First of all, convince yourself. Ask yourself a question. I was seeing one woman today. She was, God knows, she was 45 or 44. She has 5 facelifts and whole thing, ducked up with jewelry, and she couldn't stand straight. She was shaking. You know how many pressure and stress and all this you put on yourself, tons and tons and tons of it. I agree there are 200 million therapies and 50 million teachers and everybody's great. But what great? You cannot grade your individuality. What great you can be. Today President Clinton gave a speech. Every word was applauded and people got up. And it's a fantastic speech. Far out, expected. It's so expected, right, the damn Republicans couldn't even rebut him. They say, oh, well, in the future, if, and maybe, and we will, and that kind of stuff. What is said in state figures is that we are bankrupt. And if we don't pay our bills, we'll go nowhere to the extent that we'll be not in existence. That's what he said in simple words. And I have been saying that 20 years ago. We are mentally bankrupt, we are a pill country, and we waste our time by questioning everything whether it's right or wrong. Therefore, we'll never know what is right, we'll never know what is wrong. Because we have a sociological problem, we are socially free. Therefore, we are morally and ethically bankrupt. While coming in the car, I was saying in India, if you just misbehave once, next time you come in the living room, everybody gets up and leaves. And that loneliness and the silence is such a punishment. Even the most rotten neurotic person doesn't misbehave. Because cost is too much and nobody wants to pay it. Here, 11 o'clock you misbehave, 11:30 you're friends again, 11:45 you're enemies, and 1 o'clock you're having a sex. Who knows who are you? Why? If I am not right, I have the right to enjoy being not right, and I have the right to know I'm not right, and I know why I am not right. I know to what extent I am not right, and I know how it affects me and my surroundings, my environments and other people, and what is not right in the other case, and how much I can diversify to what degree. It should be in this little computer. Forget about right. I have heard it million and zillion times. You are right once again. I say, when I have gone wrong? Because you must understand the faculty of my life. In my whole life, I can be only wrong once. Once alone. You know what that means? Once. You understand the life? What a razor edge is that? You think it applies to my life only? No, it applies to your life too. Simply I'm sensitive and you're not. And you know what is wrong? When you knowingly or unknowingly give somebody a wrong opinion. Lying and speaking truth, which you very boast of, does not exist. Truth is which you know, and you know alone. And lies which I don't want to believe, which you know. That's it. What is truth and lie? Nothing. I say, it doesn't sound right. It's my opinion. It's my truth. And maybe that's best for you. That's not the problem. But if I know what I know, and I twist that what I know to benefit me, that's a lie. When through any statement personal gain is gained, are you me? When through any statement personal gain is gained, as person is induced or seduced to a particular situation of advantage, not in the interest of that person but to the person who is introducing that, is a lie. And tell me among you, how many are not liars? You do it as a matter of habit. You know why most people don't like me? Because I'm very outspoken. I say it as it is. So they say if you go into a living room, he's going to lecture as he's going to lecture in a class. But there's one truth. There cannot be three truths and five facets to it. Stupid is stupid, whether you call him you are not well, you don't understand. Call it any way you want. It doesn't matter. If you are caught by your commotion, there's nothing right with you. Period. Because commotion is blinding. Emotion is over-accelerating. Feeling is unprepared. But these are the moving parts of ourselves. You got to learn to be consciously intuitive and intuitively stimulating, which you don't know. You can't intuitively stimulate. You want to know what it is? Huh? You want to experience? Okay, let's do this. Yeah, relax. I told you to relax. When I came in the beginning, I said just relax. Relax. Just relax. Just see, I'm going to teach you something which is priceless, but matter is just learn if you want to. Take your hand here and just do like this. Just like this. Make the feeling. No, just the body language is nothing big deal. Is it something so religious? It's just like mercury, pinky. And close your eyes and just keep on doing this. Nothing else you have to do. Just the pinky and hand and very loose and just free hand and let it go. And I tell you exactly in 3 minutes how horrible you will feel. Just watch me. I mean, you can't relax because first it will look good to you because it is a tremendous feeling of relaxing, and after that you start saying, what the hell am I doing? So you have an ingrown self-tension which has become automatic because of years and age. Relax. Just with that body language. It's not a big mantra, it's not something you have to do, it's not a stereotype magic therapy. It's just on a one angle, putting the pinky and the whole hand towards the infinity. Okay, open your eyes now. If this little gesture can affect you so badly, what about your horrible gesture of anger, emotion, ego, and being neurotic, and being nerd, and being stupid? Tell me, how much miserable this world is because of you. Have you ever thought of that? That how badly you affect people? You know, that day one woman looked at me and she said, it was just like this. I said, she couldn't help. She couldn't believe a man of my gesture and my structure can do it. But I looked at her that she is the worst human being. But just tell her, look, sir, like this. And I just passed away. She passed away. I think she might be talking even now of that. But I couldn't help to tell her, you are dying, lady. There's nothing wrong. This planet belongs to everything. Who the hell are you to? All of a sudden, I saw a death, a gray aura. And I said, wait a minute, who the hell is she? What I can do? Immediately my senses came to my senses. And she just blurred up. Might have somebody watched me, doesn't matter. But it carried the day. One good deed. That's how I count my life. How many people I have chiseled for their own good, and how many things I have done for myself. I only do 3 things for myself. I get up and I do what I have to do, possibly accurately, and I pretend to sleep. That's it. And that's about 45 years now. It's a constant experience. And a lot of people say, well, things cannot be done for others. If you cannot do things for others, whatever you do for yourself doesn't mean a thing. Because others are you. All psyche, it's a psychosomatic word. Prostitute is as effective as a goddess. There's no difference. Insane person is as effective as sane. A philosopher is as effective as a mental case. You see today, appeal court judge, which is known as the most brilliant judge in the history of judiciary of the United States, is pleading because of his insanity. He did it. Whatever he did is a criminal thing. He threatened and blackmailed and what defrauded, I don't know. He's pleading. He did it because he went insane. Yeah, he can go insane and get caught. But you know how many get insane? And how many times during the day you go insane by the strength of the biorhythm? Have you ever had an idea? How many minor flip-flops can affect your life? How much crude, rude you are to yourself? How many times to brush your hair and you change your style and you change your clothes to look beautiful? And then you utter 3 words and everybody knows you are stupid? Have you ever thought that? Why is that so bad? It is because we do not have ourself with us. We have become a stereotype baboons. I used to hate when they say, Yogi ji said so. Yogi didn't say so. It has been said for centuries. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and why? Why I say it? Everybody says it. You do not sleep 2 a.m., forget. And they started saying, well, you don't sleep up to 2 a.m. I'm a yogi, don't compare with me. I have also practiced 24 years, which you have not. There are a lot of things I can do, which you can't. I was talking to that day somebody. I say, I agree, it is the right thing, but I don't know emotions. I don't know dreams. All I know is you block your flow or you not. Call it emotions, call it feeling, call it wanting, a million things we call. You name it, anything. Either it is or it is not. Oh no, it is very, cut and dry. What else is? Fog? Life is cut and dry. Action has to have a reaction. Human weakness is you can't accept this truth. That's your biggest human tragedy. Worst of its kind. That you can't accept this truth. Action has a reaction. Sequence has consequences. It is a third law of Newton. This is a law of force of Newton. Third law of force of Newton is also law of Avogadro. It cannot be changed even by Almighty God. Because nature holds its ground. God comes later. God is not your master. God is your servant. He created you. And He adores you. And He loves you. You can't accept it. So you made God big, make yourself very small, so you can do shitty things. Yeah. Bigger the God you created, smaller you become, and smaller you can do, so you can do all small things. And then ask for forgiveness. Why the hell you ask for forgiveness? Why don't you not start not doing it to begin with? Why? But you are not you. You are absolutely free by reason of self-insanity. Tell me among you, how many people honestly do not know they are doing wrong when they do it? Your choice is not even wrong or right. Your choice is, can we get away with it or can we not? Everybody knows who's going to go India has to take onions. Everybody knows by rule. Otherwise, they'll be sitting on commode through whole tour. Everybody knows this. If you don't take a lot of onions this month, you go to India, you will have Delhi belly. And if you go to Mexico, you will have Delhi belly. You go anywhere out of United States where there's artificial water, and wherever they can give you natural water, you will have Delhi belly. The moment the metals in the water change, you start flowing. Our soldiers went to desert. They came with diseases they can't even diagnose. We live in a shell. Therefore, we shall not live. We live in a society where we do not have ourself at all. We have a wonderful car, Eco car. You know what is it? No transmission. No brakes. No steering wheel. And we are driving on a freeway. How many feet you will go? That's why every day there's a one minor incident in your life, and sometimes they are major. I have a jewelry. I go to his shop once in a while, almost every day, sitting very pleasantly, and I make my appointment. It's a very secure area. I would feel a little free out of my security, otherwise, not practical. There comes best of best. God bless them. I want to give them all Purple Heart of the Congress. I don't know how do they live. A woman who is wearing about $3 million worth of a jewelry is standing before a mirror and trying to add another $2 million to just make good. With what? Why can't they just put all the rocks in the world on her body and stud herself and feel she's going to be good? How many faith lifts you can do? How much sex you can do? If there is no interception of you within you, all relationship or intercourses or conception is anti-health. Mental, physical, and spiritual. Idea is not in belonging if there's no basic longing. Belonging without longing is the biggest fraud and biggest lie a man lives every day. I tell you what, you marry a girl, right? You spend so much money, right? What a pomp and show. Then you send them on a honeymoon to do what? And what is wrong if somebody just pick up the girl from here, drag her to the side lane and does it? Tell me the difference. It's the same action. In what there is a longing, there's a belonging, there is a acceptance, whole rigmarole for the same thing. Because in anything where there's no grace, it has no space in the mind, heart and self of the society as well as the individual. Your most beautiful decoration is your grace. And that will give you a space. You can have as much as space without grace. Forget it. Secret self-indulgence is the sacred self-existence. When you know you. I've been trying 25 years very unsuccessfully. You know what after 1,000 years will happen? I'll be the only God who visited this planet. And there will be stories people met me. Or he said so. Because in the biorhythm of the biosomatics, the frequency of the psyche into the self-rhythmic self is not adjustable to anything but in the harmony of his own existence by the psyche and the electromagnetic field of the self. Do you understand what I'm saying? Put it on a computer. Go and figure it out. It's called 2 pi into 3x square. It's a formula. Of a great existence. It's called God. You know anything? Nothing. You will be obsolete, your language and your knowledge will be obsolete in 500 years from now. Totally. Because your frequencies are not self-adjusted. The fact is your facets are not known to you. You live by fashion, by trend. I watch CNN. In the end, they decide what shall be the summer wear. You know where it is happening? There's a town in Italy. What do they call that town? Milan. Some crazy woman sitting in Milan was deciding how the cut dress will be worn this summer. And she has spent so much money and so much beer, I think this summer, everybody will have shabby dress. And I was sitting in the La Scala today, and they have those curtains, you know. You see those curtains? You put them and shade the sun, otherwise they are just hanging. I say, we take the curtain. If somebody wears that, it will be the same dress. What she has invented. This curtain has been here for so many years. All she did is took those curtain straps and stitched them together, and she's asking, is a fashion? It's a summer new fashion. What is new fashion about it? That is, while walking it will create its own wind? But this is what's called, you live by not your own tendency, you live by surrounding trends. Surrounding trends are the biggest tension because it's others. It means you carry the weight. And when you carry the weight, you create the hate. There's no equal partnership. One carries the other. It's a death sentence. It's very funny. I was counseling somebody and I said, oh, you guys are just, intimate, get married. And he said no and she said no, and I was very shocked why both said no. I said, why you both are saying no when you sleep in the same bed, live in the same damn house, come together, eat together, have fun, everything is very joint. And he said, well, we break up every 5 years. Because after 7 years it become by the common law, wife and husband. And I said, why so? They say, we are both undependable. I have never seen this religion. They both say, we are both undependable. And I said, when you mix with other girls and other boys, and is that... No. He said, we have been together from last 15 years. Now these two people have lived 15 years like this. But every 5 years, for 7 months, they are totally separate. No phone calls, no mixing together, no getting the swim together. So they don't want to be common law husband and wife. And I said, what's the problem? I said, we don't believe to be husband and wife. I said, you don't believe, what do you are? Everybody in the town knows. You both know. He said, yes, our children knows too. 3 kids. 3 children. How are you going to like it? These are the fantasies. These are the fears. And these are the facets which man cannot control. This is the biggest weakness of the human is that they are not with them. They are with everybody. We never socialize with ourselves. That's called meditation. Self-socializing is called meditation. That is a socialization between your id and your soul. It's the company of the two as unique company, and has to be achieved if we want to live. And we want to enjoy our visit to the planet Earth, and we want to enjoy each other. If you're not socializing with your soul, the subtlety, the softness is subtle like fragrance. It's soft like a petal. It existingly not exist. It's so subtle. Then how you can exist with the others? So what do? We conquer a few egos, we lose certain egos, and that's the war. It's not fair. It's not fair to the most precious human life we got. Put it on your heart center, this, and just put this hand here, and close your eye deep, 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 and just meditate. Meditate in letting go. This is a letting go body sign. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Just see, watch my hand very carefully. It's a very specific movement. The pressure is on the pinky, Mercury, communicator. This is how I look if I am meditating. Continue. Really highly relaxing, therefore don't worry if you fall into sleep. Close your eyes and let go. Wow. Oh, that's a good staff for India, Kripal. Good. I'll carry it. Everybody has to have a... It'll be good if the stick is like that, look natural, right? Nobody will doubt it. But the striking strength is powerful. Look like Indian eagle. Let it go, for God's sake. For a few minutes, be honest. Don't worry about incarnation and deincarnation and rebirthing and stars and movies and budgets and taxes. Republicans said they gave us a solid, basic, fundamental society, totally bankrupt, solidly. And now the Democrats are working on making it either further or less. God knows what that means. But you listen to the whole word, you will be surprised. And in very future, there will be 500 channels on each TV, including 1,000 cables available for a price. That means you will go berserk. Let it go. Let TV go. Let car go for a few minutes, not permanently. Few minutes later you're going to do the same weird things, but right now, anything which is of importance, let it go. Push out. Is there anything which you can't let go? Let it go. Temporarily, I don't mean permanently. If possible, let your weirdness go. If you let yourself go, you will find who you are. Don't get tired and don't change your rhythm and keep doing. These exercises are very well designed by the great sages in the very early human difficulties. Planet Earth for a man was only 250 miles, that's it. Majority of the people never travel more than 12 miles. Today you come to work driving 80 miles. And thank God with those who drive every day from Santa Fe to Albuquerque, hour and a half, take a flight hour and a half and come work in LA. Can you believe these guys? I call them jet set workers. I asked somebody, how you do this? He said, oh, only I work 3 days, there's no big deal. You will relax, even you fall asleep, it is fine, keep going. Use the pinky, not use the system. Use the classical system I showed you. Use the system. Just use the system. You would be surprised how much garbage will just go out of your whole personality without doing a thing. Just a stroke of pinky and the hand and the most relaxed form. Let it go. Let yourself go. Let what is attaching you go temporarily. Meditate in letting go. No thoughts, no specific. Just an environmental thought within total self of you, let go. You, your surrounding, and your urge and your surge. Just a loose flow. As loose it will be, deeper it will affect. It's a very tried kriya. Otherwise, there's tons of tension you have. Tons of tension you have. The power in you is not to get it. The power is let it go. If you can let it go, you create a vacuum and allow vacuum, that it will be filled. That's called fulfillment. There's no folks other way. You have to use the law of force. Thank you. Keep going. It's very funny on my scheduled version. Tomorrow is a free day. And I have meeting from morning till night. That's my free day. It's free. Because it doesn't cost anybody anything. What a free day means? When it doesn't cost anybody. Only cost me. Come on. Get going. I know you don't want to do it now. It's called horizontal area. You are not yet entered the twilight in this. And in this, you will refuse or like to freak out to do it. You don't want to do it. And if you find yourself sleepy, still do it. And you're going to fall asleep, that's fun. And maybe that you may not do it at all. You can reach that stage too, but it's okay. But move on, move on, move on, move on. Technically, it is the right thing to get rid of the very inner stress. And if you create this mantra, let it go, let it go, let it go, lot of your tension will go, including lot of misfortune. Because it's the misfortune which has to come and hit you tomorrow, which creates tension before. Keep going. You have 3 more minutes. You can do yourself as good as want, or you can let these 3 minutes be wasted. Move, move, move. You have another minute. Do good to yourself. Because sometimes body language is understood by body, it may not be understood by you. "30 seconds. Let it go. Last attempt. Let it go. The deadly tension which is killing you. Inhale deep. Put your head down and relax your shoulders and fall apart. Totally relax. Fall apart. Have no control in any posture. Let yourself go. Exhale. Inhale deep, relax deep and go. Inhale deep again and let the breath go and let yourself go. Fall apart. Do not exist. Defy existence. If you can defy existence for 3 minutes, then nothing to yourself you can get or do. It's a very calculated therapy. Please understand. Don't deny existence. Defy it. Defy, defy, defy. Let her go. Let her go. Let yourself go. Please slowly rise and stretch your body from all sides. Every side you must stretch. Transcend from your normal routine. Move your body in different direction as you normally move. You know, you can do hands like this and then the make face and all that stuff. Just move your muscles of the body abnormally. Somebody asked me one day, what is the yoga posture? I just said that you extend yourself into a posture in which you normally don't move. Come on, la 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 la. Now, is it something so difficult for all of you being American and can't just do weird things? No, but today is the night. Do weird stuff. I must do, make faces, create Halloween stuff, without any mask. Move. Move every part of the body abnormal. As much you can twist the body in an abnormal way, healthy you will be. Okay, now, up, and put your hands here below the cheeks, here, up, and massage this. Heavy duty, massage your jaws and the cheek area, standing straight. And don't fall, for God's sake, insurance will not pay for it. It can cause that effect. That's why I made you to get up, and downstairs you would not be alert. Here. Under the ears, this goes back to the ears. Close your eyes so you may not look how baboonry it looks like. But do it hard. TMJKOP, yet God knows what happens to your teeth and jaws, but this is the thing to just, nobody's looking at this, everybody has closed eyes, do it. Massage yourself. Back of the ear with the thumb and the front and all, it fits in, man. That's why you think God makes the cheek because you look cheeky. That's not true. It has to fit in the hands. Come on, massage, facial massage. What you did, got $85 for what? Massage. Do a facial lift up. Massage the whole face now. Nose, forehead. This is all vagus nerves over here. Come on, do it. All over. Don't fill the eyelashes. Some may not have them. Don't pull them out though, they look weird. Come on, bone to bone. Feel it. Feel every cheek in, out, at all that. When you finish it should be red. That's all right. Come on, cut it out. Your laziness, please. No muscle in the face itself be not thoroughly massaged. And under the cheekbone and back and this and that, the whole area. Now, the seventh rib, this. Seventh rib. You know what a seventh rib is? God took the seventh rib of the man, created a woman. Let's create another one. Come on, hurry up. Why is this? I said it's true. Perhaps rubbing will create the same effect that Aladdin lamp created. Come on. Move the rib area, rib cage. You move your rib cage with your own hands so fiercely that you may a little bit swell up. Hard thing to do. Come on. Now sit down. You're fine. Okay? Feel comfortable? Anybody who's feeling dizzy? None? Dizzy. Oh, okay. Well, in such a situation, in this kind of case, if you feel dizzy, please get your blood tested. You may be short on chromium, you may be short on this. There's a basic, what you call elementary difference in the blood of the metals. And this course I'm teaching here, I'm stuck in LA. Because of that, I want to do my best. I want you to understand my potential intention is to make you self-sufficient as humans, as self. Whatever you do in life is not the category I like to relate to. That's your karma. But I like you to have a self for which every facet you command. Because you are not body, you are not soul, and you are not mind either. You know that? They won't say it. No religion will say it. You are just a journey on a destiny. And you will be judged by the jury of your own actions. And there's no stopping of it. Religion has lied to you from last 7,000 years. It has always told you, keep going the way it wants you to going. Not at all. You keep going the way you are. Sovereign, self-ruling self. Nobody is your master. God is your slave. He created you. He serves you through the breath of life. See what a lie is? Sun is rising, sun is setting. If God is not your slave, why should He give you 15 breaths a minute? Why not give you one breath and say, hi, hallelujah, see you later. If you read the teachings of Guru Gobind Singh, it's so shocking what he says. Sometimes he says, God, you are within and within not, and this game you are playing to make what you have created baffled, so they may lean on you, but the result is they lean off you. They go negative. This Maya is created that you can understand the vicinity, the vastness of God, not that you totally fall apart. What religion gave you? Guilt? Phobia? Fear? Judgment? What a stupid gift. I'm a Sikh. Then what? Have I learned to be a Sikh? No. If you are a Sikh, you learn to be a Sikh. And what you are going to learn? All is all in big and small. I was talking to somebody else, I said, you are dead wrong. Why, sir? I said, your job was knowingly, understandingly that he's your arch enemy, he's going to damage you. It was your job at that time to serve him. I couldn't do it. I said, well, you have not learned that. You couldn't do it. That's it. Is it right? I say, you have no right to judge. You have a right to serve. If you are a Sikh. As a Sikh, you have no right to judge. You took an oath being a Sikh. You will serve. Seva. You have no right to judge. But we have to judge sometime. I said, then become sometime. Yes. You don't judge. You serve. God will serve you 100,000 times. Was they wrong? I said, dead wrong. Don't you understand? Your wisdom didn't come through. Will you counsel everybody like this? I'm a fool. Why should I counsel everybody like that? People have their own faith. You came to me, you had told me, and I'm telling you it's dead wrong. One day in a car we were discussing. He said, sir, you have to draw the line. I said, how many times you draw the line on water, what it means? But no, sometimes you have to draw the line. I say, if I draw the line, there shall be no God. Because I'll be insulting myself and God, asking myself, how bogus I may be. I'm asking myself, a man of God, I draw the line, shame on me. Isn't that painful to you? I say, what it matters? There's no pain. Pain shall be when knowingly I know I can't draw, I should not draw the line, I draw the line. That's pain. When your vastness goes bankrupt, when your smallness prevails and allness is lost, that is the pain. Death is no pain, living is no pain, poverty is no pain, richness is no pain, negativity is no pain, suffering is no, there's no pain. Pain is when you could not forgive. When you should have. That's the pain. That's your bankruptcy. When you became cheap, with the cheap, that's your cheapness. When you with the worst excel, then you are successfully victorious. That's victory, that's kal fateh. When you have your arch enemy, worst. In my life, a chance came only once. The guy I was supposed to apprehend or kill or shoot came before me face to face. And I smiled. I said, I won't shoot. You try it. He said, I'm not going to be arrested alive. Take it granted. I said, I'm not going to arrest you. I know you are a very honorable person. I'm not going to arrest you. I'm not going to shoot either. Why? I say, you are noble son of so-and-so. You're very noble. Your habits are very noble. You are a worst criminal, but you're noble. I have respect for you. I'm not going to shoot. You shoot, I'll shoot in self-defense. And I'll get you. But I'm not going to shoot. I'm not going to arrest you either. What do you think I'm going to do? I said, you have two ways to do only. Do what you have to do, or you can run also. I've been chasing you all along, I'll chase you all along. I'm not going to shoot. It was such a psychological impact. You're not going to arrest me? I said, I swear I will not. You are not worth it. I'm not going to insult myself by arresting you. We are two brave people. I'm very noble, I'm known to be, and you're very noble in your habits. And God has put us face to face. I said, don't commit the mistake to shoot at me. I'm more than 45 feet. Effective 25, I'll dodge you and I'll get you. I'm a marksman. And you are too, but I'm better. So, isn't funny? How you face a revolver fully loaded, 45, bull long. Death right before you. Person is determined. But there's one strength more than all strength. It's called moral. It's called spirit. He said, well, grant me my wish. I said, what wish you have? He said, well, you said yourself you're 45 feet away. I said, almost. Give and take. He said, what was your last record of in athletics? Timing was very good. I was a sprinter. I came first in the 100 meter. So he said, well, what was the time? I said, just something in such seconds, It's not bad. What do you want to know? He said, well, give me that distance. I said, you know what you're going to do? He said, you know what I'm going to do. Or close your eyes. I don't want you to look at me. Choose either the two. I say, okay, neither yours nor mine. I'll give my back to you and I'll start walking the other way. Exactly a minute and a half later, I heard a noise. The deal was over. Because you sometimes get tired of doing wrong again and again and again and again. And one day you will not be in a position to face your own truth, as he couldn't face me. It's not the man was not noble. He had best principles, but wrong side of life. You have to be determined in yourself to be you. You have to have a relationship and you have to socialize with your soul and you have to visit your mind, and this is called meditation. You have to figure it out. How vast is your reality when you can forgive the unforgivable, forget the unforgettable, be kind where is no kindness available, and that all extremity when you can, then you are just a human. Otherwise you are a dark dead. No fun. Your beauty is in your vastness. Your brightness and your kindness. And your lofty ecstasy in your compassion. Your strength when you don't draw the line. Your godliness when you don't negate anything. One who learns this, they call him a Sikh. It's not a joke. Shishya, student. And one who conquers the ego, the beast, is called Singha, the lion. King of the beast. And when the pair of the opposite do not affect, good and bad do not make sense, then you are a yogi. Then you have united with the element. When the sides of the coin do not affect you, then you are with the metal. When you have emotions, feeling, emotions, this, that, you can't have intuition. Our choice is very simple. Either you have intuition or all of the garbage. And if you're not intuition, you do not know who you are. If you do not know who you are, what we're discussing? Then you're filling in a gap. Then you are existing. You are trying to exist. Then you are not being nurtured, maintained, loved and created by the Mother Nature and the Godfather. Was it good? May the long time. Relax, relax. You got your way. Satnam, go home and pass this week very relaxed. Mars in retrograde. And the funny part is that funny star, what do they call that, who creates all confusion? Pluto. The Pluto is on the loose end of these heavens, and you either you have to relax or you will cause a lot of accidents. It starts 11 o'clock tonight. And go away 11 o'clock on Tuesday. So how many days it is? Well, it's almost a week. You know, it's funny, almost in 30 days we'll be in India. Wow. We thought we'll be about 50, 80 people. We are now 150 some. It's funny. God may bless those who bless themselves. And this week is for self-blessing. Be your own rabbi, padre, your own teacher and yogis and your own swamis, your own lovers. Have fun. Good night. Go home. Thank you. Hey, where is she? Pal. Bless you, Shakti Mama. Hey, how are you? Such a darling. What is this? This is carved?
This is all carved. It's done by artisans in art.